Joining us is Eugene Profit of the Profit Funds. You can call or email your questions for Eugene. The phone number, 1-800-304-FNET.
And the email address is moneygang@CNNFn.com. Welcome back, Eugene.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be back.
A pause that refreshes, or how long might we have to wait for the refreshing aspect of this?
Well, I think so. We've had a very good April in the stock market, and I think the rump is in a little bit too sharp, and so investors have set back a little bit and said, well, the economy's not completely back yet. So you're getting a little bit of a pause today, but I think the second half of the year will be stronger and it will continue our upward trajectory.
All right, let's hit the phones. We have Joe in Arizona with a question. Hi there, Joe.
Hello.
What would you like to know?
I was wondering how you feel about WorldComm, long and particularly short term.
Well, Joe, WorldComm is a security that we hold in our portfolio, and we've held it for quite some time, so we've been pretty disappointed over the last 18 months. WorldComm still has a good collection of assets. It still has a pretty strong growth rate, but you have to have a long-term growth idea with the stock. You have to be looking over a 2-year period. They've had a little bit of an issue with their asset deployment. It's been a little bit in the wrong area, but I think over 2 years you could do well in the security, so we're holders here.
All right, another phone call now from Dina in Texas. Hi, Dina.
Hi, my question is NTAP, Network Appliances. Is it a buy at this value? If it is, what is the long term on it? And if I had a choice between Sun Microsystem and NTAP, should I buy NTAP? Thank you.
Well, in short, I would buy Sun Microsystems. It's a little bit larger company. It has a little bit more diversification. I think they both are going to follow a similar trajectory here, meaning that what you're going to see is until the economy comes back completely, until the technology cycle completely gets on track, it's going to go up and down. There'll be rapid advances as investors try to rush in and make certain they don't miss the boat when it takes off. But at the same time, when you go back and look, these companies are still trading at a pretty high valuation. And so when the market gets more defensive, they're going to sell off.
Let's go to New Jersey now. Mike's there with a question. Hi, Mike.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call. Eugene, I remember you from your Patriot days. I'm interested in Ciena Corporation. They're coming out with their earnings on the 17th of May. Your long and short term, please.
Well, again, Ciena is almost the exact same statement I gave for the last caller. JDS, Uniphase, Ciena, everyone in that space. It's over a 2 to 3 year period, you're going to do pretty well in the sector as the economy comes back, as technology begins to come back along. In the short term, it's going to be pretty volatile. You're still looking at valuations that are pretty high. Look pretty closely at that earnings announcement to see where the revenue is really coming from, and expect it to be slightly lower than it has been. But if it looks like they're coming out of that trough, then I'd be an aggressive buyer here, but you have to be patient.
And Ciena share is down better than $4 at the moment.
And still ahead of the Money Gang. We'll keep talking stocks.
And we'll be back in just a moment.